Ever since 9/11, they've been trying to take away our freedoms. Facebook, Apple, Google, Spotify, all the usual suspects. They're trying to kick us off of here, especially if you're conservative or if you're into conspiracies at all. Well, not anymore. I'm not going to let them false flag me like they tried to do to Alex Jones, making him look like he looks at she-male porn. That's crazy talk. Me, I would never do something like that personally. So I ain't allowing it. Not on my 9/11, and I'll tell you why. Because these colors don't run, and they can't hide. This is PodAWFUL's 9/11 CRASHTACULAR 2018. Never forgive. Never forget. Absolutely nothing can melt steel beams. Zuckerberg did 9/11. Alex Jones Remix.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
Let's go bully the internet. This is PodAWFUL.
PodAWFUL sucks.
When you're stuck back and you wanna die, PodAWFUL makes that worse. You're covered with leaves, they won't let you fly. PodAWFUL quench your thirst.
You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
I'm in that ass, bro.
Hello, Patriots. Welcome to the 9/11 CRASHTACULAR 2018. I am, of course, your host, Jesse P.S. You can try to friend me on the internet, but, of course, I've been zucked off of it. I'm no longer on Twitter. I've been zucked off of Facebook. In fact, this is our first time back on YouTube streaming live in a long time. And, they're treating me the same way they treat Alex Jones. They're trying to treat... InfoWars got nothing on PodAWFUL. We were banned on Reddit and all these different platforms way before them. In fact, we were banned on YouTube. We just managed to get our YouTube back. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? So we will, of course, it is 9/11 Eve. We will be talking about the day that changed everything and all the conspiracies behind it. And before we get into that, though, we are live as we are every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time over at podawful.tv. We've got the live video stream going on. And again, we're now streaming again on our main channel. So we are live. Let's check in with that chat, see what people are saying in the chat room. Of course, we have had a lot of problems with our setup here tonight. People are sending in super chats. I want to say thank you so much. There's a super chat right there. Thank you so much, everybody, sending in your super chats here tonight, of course, because we are back on our main channel. People are celebrating that. We've actually had so many super chats before the show even began. We had a $50 one. I want to say thank you so much to everybody who has been sending super chats this entire time. There's another one right there. Every time that light goes off, that means we just got a super chat. Let's read those real quick, get them out of the way, because I've got something I want you guys to super chat me tonight. We'll talk about it in just a second. Trey for $5 says, even better show incoming. $2 says, you can't see old super chats. This is all about what happened before the show. Let me just say thanks to the people, and I'll read them to see if they're pertinent to what's going on here. Lenny Ways, $5, thank you. Bed Belgado, $5, thank you. Trey, $2, hell yeah, brother, thank you. Jordan for $6.99 Canadian. Thank you so much. Trey, $10. Hell yeah, brother. Ian, $5. Thank you so much. He says, maybe this is someone's attempt at an ironic terrorist attack against PodAWFUL for reporting the conspiracy. I 100% believe that. I 100% believe that. $2 from Pavich. Thank you so much. $2 again from Pavich. Thank you so much. $2 again from Trey. Thank you so much. Here's what we're doing the super chats for tonight. Last year, on PodAWFUL CRASHTACULAR, we discovered that Mark Zuckerberg, the demon himself, the man who has personally banned me from Facebook over and over again because I keep going to his house and beating him and his Chinese wife up, he revealed to us by breaking into our feed, by hijacking our feed, crashing the CRASHTACULAR, he says he did 9/11. It's right there in the title. Zuckerberg did 9/11. We thought he was working for George Soros. It turns out there's new information. Zuckerberg was working for somebody even higher up. This goes all the way to the top. Let's see how deep the rabbit hole really goes tonight. I want to hear in the super chats, I want to hear your guesses for who did 9/11. At the end of the show tonight, I have exclusive information, a video revealing who really did 9/11, but I want to hear everybody's answers on that tonight in those super chats. Thank you so much to everybody who has been super chatting us. Let's get into tonight's programming, though, of course. We I brought him up at the beginning of the show. Alex Jones, he got false
Though, it's
flagged.
neck and neck, though. People don't get.
Here he is right here. Alex Jones, false flagged by the Jewish cabal. They're trying to make him out to be one of these demons, one of these Satanists. You guys have seen the clip by now. They made him look like he was watching trans porn. And I have to call it trans porn because if I call it what it's really called on porn sites, I'll get kicked off the same way Alex did. Let's take a look at Alex explaining himself when it comes to watching this type of porn.
I got to tell you, though, it's neck and neck, though. People don't get upset about this. They can win.
Yeah. And also, what about the trans porn on your phone, Alex? Or you were going to talk about that?
Wow. Now, you know he wasn't expecting that. You know he thought that he was safe. Nobody's going to bring this up.
Say that again?
Trans porn on your phone? That's all they keep talking about.
Look at the face. Look at the face he's making. Me? Alex Jones? Trans porn? I don't think so. You must be wrong about that. Maddox's brother did 9/11, says ᴀᴇᴍ for $2 in the super chat. It might have been Maddox's brother. I don't know. Thank you so much, ᴀᴇᴍ.
And
You know, I saw a couple news articles about that. It's ridiculous. I was like looking up some reporter we're trying to hire today and punched in some number, and it popped up porn on my phone. Everybody's had porn pop up on their phones.
Hang on. You can super chat me this too. Have you ever had that happen to you where you try to punch up some number? And I love that he says punch it up. That's what my dad says all the time too. Try to punch up one of these numbers and you suddenly get trans porn on your phone. Personally, never happened to me. That has never happened to me. I can guarantee you that.
Hundreds of times. So I'm sitting there with a phone on air showing it to everybody because I couldn't get a URL up in the studio. And then like something pops up and like, oh my God. And I looked at it. It wasn't the news blurted out because there was nothing there. They blurred it to then say something.
Oh, there was nothing there. Well, guys, you can do an easy Google search and see there was definitely what they call a T-babe on Alex's screen. Now, again, I believe this is part of them taking away our freedoms. Thanks to 9/11, they've been the Patriot Act. They're trying to take away our privacy. They're trying to take our guns. I believe this is a false flag operation on Alex Jones, but you be the judge. Let's see what they're saying in those super chats. We're getting a ton of super chats in here. Scott Green for $2.99 in the super chat says Michael Wright is attacking the U.S. from the inside. That is a great theory, Scott. We will be discussing Michael Wright's involvement with 9/11, but he is not the guy at the top of all of this. Good guess, but wrong. We also will be going to the Freedom Tower later in the episode here. I realized I've never actually been to the building that they replaced the old Twin Towers with when they controlled demolitioned them. So we've got a video where we visit the Freedom Tower later for you. Spokey Dokie for $10 in the chat says Taylor Nikolai did 9/11. I believe he was involved, but again, not at the top. Great guesses, though. Great guesses. Keep the guesses coming.
Something was there. Then you went to it with some porn menu. I probably had porn menus pop up 500 times on my phone. So I appreciate your call. I mean,
Alex thinks that smartphones work the same way that computers used to work in the AOL days, where you just get 100 pop-ups on screen. Boom, 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 boom.
it's insane, ladies and gentlemen. There's two types of people that look at porn and people that lie about it. But I wasn't looking at porn.
That's a great line. There's two types of people who look at porn and people who lie about it, but I wasn't looking at porn.
On my phone, I don't take phones on air that I look at porn on. And so I saw all that. I didn't respond to it. I mean, if I respond to half the attacks on me, but then they ridiculous. But I'll say this. The Amazon ads, the Viagra ads, the weird non-plastic bag ads are taking my iPhone over. iPhones didn't used to be that bad like Androids.
Yeah, that's true, Alex. iPhones didn't used to be that bad like Androids, but now you never know what kind of T-porn is going to pop up on your phone when you're going to get a she-mail on there. And remember, order some super male vitality, make your dick bigger. That is the Alex Jones clip. Thank you so much to that Patriot who asked Alex about that. That was very brave. I want to say this, by the way. We've got a special guest coming up here in just a second. Somebody from InfoWars, as a matter of fact. And we're going to do an interview with them about this Alex Jones incident. I want to bring up, I'm wearing it. Oh, this might actually be them now. Let me answer this. Hello?
This is Paul Joseph Watson.
Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for this 9/11 Crashtacular from InfoWars and Prison Planet, Paul Joseph Watson.
That's right. I'm calling you from in front of my global map.
Yeah, you always are in front of a map for some reason. Paul, is that just on the wall of your apartment? What is the deal with the map? Oh.
I take it everywhere with me. If you look closely, the corners are rolled up. I put it in a poster tube everywhere I roam.
Okay, where do you go? I mean, are you a well-traveled man?
I go to Rome.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Although on your map, it's more focused on Africa behind your head in Brazil. Bless you, by the way.
That's where we all came from.
Brazil?
And then we started improving and we left.
Oh.
Coincidence?
All
nope.
right, hang on. I don't want imagine my shock at what you just said, but I don't want to be taken off of YouTube the way you guys were. Are you banned from YouTube now, or is it just Alex?
I don't know. I just make videos, and I don't know.
You don't know?
Me and my map. That's all I care about.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Paul. And look, it's the elephant in the room, so I got to ask you. I hope you'll forgive me because this is your first time on the show. But
sure.
Obviously, your boss, Alex Jones, got into a little bit of a pickle here lately, to put it mildly.
Is that a pun?
It's, well, sort of. You know how she-males have penises?
Understood.
Okay, so...
I pick up what you're putting down.
Well, actually, let me start with this. Have you, Paul Joseph Watson, ever watched trans porn? Trans porners?
Never in a million years, except for perhaps research for some topic about these dirty Middle Easterns.
Wait, now how do those relate exactly?
It's on my map.
Okay, I know where I don't need the map for the Middle East. I'm aware that's a place.
I do.
Okay. Well, what I'm asking, though, is have you ever, do you watch pornography, or are you one of the liars, as Alex would say?
That did not look so good. However, of course I do. I'm a man, for Pete's sake. It's what separates us from the animals on the country, which is prominently shown on my map. Now let me continue with this anecdote.
Okay.
I had a housekeeper who was poor at mopping. I was on a porn binge earlier, so I would type in a whole bunch of stuff that I'd like to see, ending in the word porn. For instance, girl choking on butter while getting DP'd porn, etc. I then decided to Google how to mop a floor. She's over my shoulder awaiting some tutorial video that the internet would summon, and I typed porn at the end, instinctually. Mm-hmm. Now my guess is Alex Jones, my good friend and boss, was some porn binge of straight nature and was doing then research on transsexuals after.
I see.
And accidentally typed porn at the end. It's on my map.
Yeah, that makes is it on the map? That makes sense. I could see that. It's happened to the best of us. I've had to do research for this show, and weird things have come up. I get it. Look, I'm not saying I personally, I think he might have gotten even false flagged on this one. But I don't know. I mean, it seems it's a kind of a paper thin alibi there. It's hard to say.
Well, here's more.
Okay.
If you search his phone, unless he's cleared his browser history, you'll find Boston Marathon porn also on his recent searches. Sandy Hook porn. That one's not looking too good.
No, not now. No, certainly not. Does Alex
Bunch of kids, for Pete's sakes.
Does Alex like to get his hook sandy?
No comment.
Okay.
How dare you?
Well, tonight's show is really about 9/11. Of course, we know what you guys over in that camp think about. I wanted to get your take on this. Actually, if you don't mind, Paul, we've got some super chats here. People are sending in super chats trying to give their guess as to who they think did 9/11. We have some new research available tonight that we will be revealing exclusively on PodAWFUL, but I hope maybe you guys can have me on InfoWars Prison Planet to talk about this. These super chats. So Patrick for $2 says Bill Cosby date raped them towers. Jordan says for $2.79 Canada, some pissed off Muslims with Bush and Zuckerberg. Well, that's not a very inventive guess. Somebody named Nephilim Ninja of Nibiru for $2 says the SPLS did 9/11. Paul Joseph Watson, who do you think did 9/11?
Well, there are a lot of juicy conspiracies out there, one including my employer, Alex Jones, not the conspiracy you've addressed, but the conspiracy that he is Bill Hicks. Now, I can prove my boss, Alex Jones, is not Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks died on the morning of 9/11, 2001. Guess how? Flying a plane into 2 different buildings.
Wow. Flying a plane into 2 different buildings at the same time. So you're telling
Check the map.
You're telling me Bill Hicks did 9/11.
That's right.
Where does it say that on the map, by the way? You said to check it.
Near Europe. It's not important.
Okay.
The sepia tone color with the blue outlines of the countries are important. The latitude, longitude, in slightly embossed Braillish text.
All right. So
that's what's important.
You're a map guy.
I love maps.
It's understandable. Paul Joseph Watson, thank you so much for your time.
Toodaloo.
Prison Planet, ladies and gentlemen. Toodaloo, he says. I didn't know he signed off that way. Toodaloo, says Paul Joseph Watson. We got another super chat here for $10 Canadian. Caleb Atfield says the Muslims did 9/11. Again, not inventive, but probable. Okay? But not the research we have tonight. Again, we have very serious research that we will be playing for you soon. We're getting another call for some reason, and it didn't go through. Good. I'm not taking calls. Thanks anyway, though. Let's go into this, though. I was trying to bring this up before Paul Wall called. Oh, man. You know what? I lost my window here. I'll talk about this now, though. I'm wearing a MAGA hat right now. A lot of people out there probably going, I don't know, Jesse, are you... Okay, again, we're not really doing calls, but hi, hello, who's this?
Hi, how are you?
I was better until this happened. What's up?
I love the show. It's funny.
Okay, thanks. Cool. Is there anything else?
Well, nope.
All right, then. Please, never waste my time again. Okay, and we're clicking out of the phone call. That was bizarre. Maybe that guy did 9/11. Who knows? Anyway, I'm wearing this MAGA hat. I don't vote. I'm not a crazy person, so don't think I voted for Donald Trump. That's not what this hat is about. I'm a good friend of King Donnie T. We do believe in what he's about out there. I do have these Donald Trump Hollywood Walk of Fame stickers. These are made by the actual guy who put those stickers down, by the way, in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the guy who replaced all the stars with Donald Trump. I've got the actual stickers from him. I got the MAGA hat tonight. But it's really because I believe Donald Trump is trying to reverse a lot of the issues that 9/11 brought up, and he supports Alex Jones as well as I do. And, you know, Alex is always talking about how you can support him through his supplements, things like that. We've got something called the Pizza Fund here. And I just wanted to, this is how you support our show. It's the Pizza Fund. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys any of this stuff before, but this is the Pizza Fund. As you can see here, PODAWFUL.pizza. It says at the top, and this is how you support the show. We've got many levels to choose from. $1, as low as $1. We've got 6-month plans. We've got 1-month plans, all the way from $6 up to $40. You can get a month for free if you do the 6-month plans. 1 month for free. You get all these different levels of stuff. Anyway, amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you so much to everybody out there who supports us. PODAWFUL.pizza. Thank you. Oh shit. Let me just click out of this real quick. That was nothing, and don't worry about what you just saw there. Okay, we've got another super chat in here for $2.99. Australian, Scott says 6/9 of the scapegoats were trans. 6 out of 9 of the scapegoats were trans. That was a difficult read, Scott. There must have been a million better ways to have written that one, but thank you so much for the super chat, Scott, and your guess. Let's go to this. I visited the 9/11 Memorial and the Freedom Tower with my good friend, World Trade Center. Okay, we're here at it's like on the tip of my tongue. Sorry, what is this? I definitely feel like I should know what is going on here, and I really don't. Apparently nobody knows, or they don't remember anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the happiest place on earth. This is welcome to 9/11. Never forget. This is the World Trade Center. We're here at 9/11. It speaks volumes even in its silence. It's a beautiful and somber location. The fountains behind me that remind you of the exact footprints of where the buildings once stood, the towers once stood. The gravity of the situation really serves to remind you that this is a great location for stupid fucking foreigners coming and taking selfies while smiling and showing their asses. We are here at what can only be described as one of the most romantic spots in New York City. Love is in the air here at 9/11. As you can see, it's like when there's a little bit of spring in your step, a little bit of romance in your heart, and really you can't get that anywhere other than the World Trade Center and the 9/11 Memorial. You know, it makes you really just want to grab the one you love. Being here in such a somber location, somewhere where many lives were affected, where so many lives were affected on that fateful day, it really gives you a fucking boner. Really makes you want to just start jacking off. Nothing gets me more in the mood than global terrorism. You know, I gotta be honest, I kind of thought it'd be fucking taller. It doesn't really count to put a spike on the top. Hey, what, if I put my arm in the air, suddenly I'm 7 feet tall? No, that's not how it works. If I can go on top of that spike, then we're good. Otherwise, honestly, was 9/11 worth it? What's even the point of a false flag operation knocking down 3 buildings if you can't go to the tippy top of the tower? So many names. So many crisis actors invented for just this memorial. Alan Charles LaFrance. Yeah, that's a real name. LaFrance. Oh, let me guess where he's from. Oh, I don't know. France. We lost a good one that day. Jupiter Yambim, the foreign terrorist from outer space. You know, you wake up one early September morning and you think, I'm gonna take a trip to LA. And then you end up like Shabir Ahmed here, who instead of taking a trip to beautiful Los Angeles, California, he took out a box cutter, ran for the cockpit of the plane, said Allahu Akbar, and did something that a lot of us would call unthinkable. But Shabir Ahmed, he didn't think like the rest of us. He thinks different. Steve Jobs, Apple, the gay guy, Tim Cook, they were all big inspirations for Shabir Ahmed. And to be honest, we could all be a little bit more like Shabir. I think there's a mosque around here somewhere. I'd like to go somewhere nice and quiet where I can clear my head. Luckily, they have airport-style security check before you walk into the Cave of Wonder here. What the hell is this? They've got airport-style security before you walk in because that'll stop a plane. That'll stop a plane from crashing into the building. Holy shit. What is that? What, are we in Universal Studios? What is this? This is nuts, dude. Dude, this is nuts. Yeah, this is a bit crazy.
Are we in a building?
This is what is are we supposed to be reading this stuff and that's why I don't understand why there's rocks?
This is the bedrock under Manhattan.
Oh, we're under the ground. This isn't real, is it?
It looks pretty fucking real.
Well, I still feel like they put it in.
Oh, they did. Yeah. This wasn't here. Yeah.
It wasn't like, yeah. There was a building on top of this before, right?
Step right in.
Thank you, sir.
Bizarre, man. See, this is Manhattan changing over time from when we stole it from the Indians. This is a reminder of what the white man did to the red man. Oh my God, my ears.
And Method Man.
Where are the 20?
Welcome to One World Observatory.
We're about to go to see-through theater. Is this like the Scientology museum where they coax you to see in a movie?
This is feeling
Have you been?
Dianetics-y.
Dynamic, diverse,
Dianetics?
and ever-changing. The city and skyline reveal themselves uniquely to each observer. Experience the infinite facets of the city beneath us as you prepare to see forever.
What? This is some sort of cult shit. This is cult shit. I just want to see outside. We were down there. I don't need this. Once you're at the top of the World Trade Center, you're too late for the, this is what New York is like. We know. We took a train to get here. Come with me and you'll see there's a whole world of terrorist nations. Oh shit. No way!
We invite you to enter One World Observatory through the doors on your right. Where a spectacular 360-degree
I want to see this thing close on us before we even walked in. This is so stupid. When you can't see through the windows in here, look. What is happening? It's not a secret. You can go to the top of the Empire State Building. You just get to look outside. What is this?
Well, the 40 sites that you will have the opportunity to learn about, all you have to do to learn about any of them is tap on a label. It's flies all the way there.
Can I go? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it now.
Hi, welcome to New York. Where are you from?
New York! So we're in a room right now where the windows are frosted, where you can't see out. We have to go downstairs. We don't get to be as high up to see the view. They're hiding the view from us right now. We have to go further down to see out. We got a little taste. We got a little taste in the theater. Tiny little taste. And I'm not even sure that was real. That might have been a miniature. We might not be inside the building right now, to be quite honest. I'm not 100% sold on this. This entire building might be a false flag. Why are they covering it? I want to see.
It's almost like a little striptease.
Are we supposed to be moving the curtain to look, or is there somewhere that we go?
You can't see the east side. It's copyright infringement. We didn't get the rights to the east.
Sorry, Michael Bay owns this. I came here for one thing, to look out a fucking building's windows, and they have denied me that experience this entire time. All right, well, now that we've descended about 15 floors, we're allowed to look out a foggy window. We got to the top of this historic and beautiful architecture, this symbol of New York and its ability to come back after disaster, come together in a way it never had before, in a way that only New York could. And we get to the top of it and we've got this beautiful view of New Jersey. So bizarre. Yeah, sure. Here, you take this. I'll take this. Okay. All right, now smile. There we go. Thank you. Hey guys, there's the building you should have gone to, the Empire State Building. Well, they're patrolling the skies to make sure none of us carried planes in our pockets into the building. You know, I thought it was weird that they allowed me to bring a box cutter in here. But anyway, time to start slashing. See, look at these beautiful, you know, Gothic, Art Deco-y buildings here. In the middle of that, you got this nonsense stacked on top of each other like a Jenga puzzle that is being pulled apart slowly by autistic children who are like too afraid to actually play the game because the loud noise will make them scared when it crashes. I shouldn't say crashes. Look, I'm no like architecture nerd or anything like that, but I have eyes. I mean, when you look at that, it looks incongruous. It looks like someone sneezed and out came a city. You would think that way more buildings were destroyed in 9/11. Look, 9/11, very serious topic. And it really, there's a lot of questions still left unanswered from that day. For instance, what? And also, and look, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I'm really not. If the news tells me things went down a certain way, I'm willing to believe it because, well, I know Israel's our greatest ally. But doesn't it all just kind of leave you like, All right, guys, those of you in the $20 and $40 sections of the pizza fund, PodAWFUL.pizza, will get behind the scenes and bonus footage. In fact, unedited, the entire thing. And you can get my shirt, the Zuck Hunt t-shirt, over at PodAWFUL.shop. Again, PodAWFUL.pizza if you want the unedited footage from our trip there. We've got a lot more. We were in there for like 30 minutes or something. We've got a ton of stuff. PodAWFUL.pizza and PodAWFUL.shop if you like the Zuck Hunt shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, this is These Colors Can't Run and They Don't Hide. PodAWFUL's 9/11 CRASHTACULAR 2018. Never forgive, never forget. Absolutely nothing can melt steel beams. Mark Zuckerberg did 9/11. Alex Jones Trap Remix.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
Trapaholics Mixtapes, of course. PodAWFUL.com. And I think I will put that video on the YouTube as a separate thing as well. So if you guys want to share that, that's cool. We got a bunch of super chats. You guys are making all your guesses as to who did 9/11 in the super chats, I guess. Let's take a look. See what we've missed in there. Trey said, for $2 says, tippy tippy top of the tower, use your work pages. Referring to the top of the Freedom Tower. Yeah, it's not that big. Like, they just put a big fucking spike on it. And you don't get to go up there. And then when you do go up there, we literally walked down, I think, 4 floors before they let us look out a window. 4 floors. Again, you can see the unedited footage. $20, $40 levels of the pizza fund. The $20 is going to get just a little bit less than the $40 section, okay? I got to give my $40 big boys a prize, all right? There's a lot of people in that $40 section. They've earned it. They have earned it. So let me give away some stuff to the big boys, okay? For $2, Ian Ross says, trans porn was fake. She's not trans, just confused, okay? Well, again, I would like to hear your guesses for who did 9/11, which is coming up very soon. But in the meantime, somebody mentioned earlier, one of our goons, our PodAWFUL goons, a guy by the name of Michael Wright. We talked about him this past Wednesday on our premium episode. The Wednesday show is a premium show. It's at the $12 level in the Pizza Fund, and you can get access to it there. We talked about this Michael Wright guy. He's an Australian who steals valor. He wears a U.S. Army uniform as if he's in the U.S. Army. And we did an entire episode about him, and it made him very mad. But one of the things that we discovered during that episode is the reason he's into stolen valor is because he was extremely affected by 9/11 as a child. Now he thinks terrorists are out to get him and the whole world, and so he thinks he needs to be a U.S. Army man to try to stop them. He has severe autism, by the way. Anyway, I discovered this video on Michael Wright's YouTube channel called World Trade Center Attack, where Michael has reconstructed 9/11 in the game, I don't know, Far Cry or something. I don't know video games. One of these video games, he's reconstructed 9/11 and superimposed over top of it actual audio from the news reports the day of. Check this out. So here he's built the Twin Towers.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Ryan Katsu. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the
they're smoking, smoldering.
We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center.
Bryant
We don't know
Gumbel.
anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft.
Now, by the entire ABC
He's obsessed.
network, Good Morning America was in progress on the East Coast and the Midwest, but we're joined by the entire network just to show you some pictures at the foot of New York City. This is at the World Trade Center. Obviously,
He's absolutely obsessed with 9/11. I mean, this is really what leads him to do all of this stuff, and it's really starting to add up. So I figured it would be a perfect time to talk about him on the 9/11 Crashtacular, especially after we just did the premium episode about him, which really pissed him off. Now, he's not in the pizza fund, so he has not seen the episode. It's impossible for him to do that without being in the pizza fund. He's got to be at the $12 level to see it. But he's already pissed. He knows he hates it. And the reason he hates it is because the entire point of that episode was Michael was saying that he doesn't steal valor because he's not a part of any stolen valor YouTube compilations. So we took his video where he says that and turned it into a stolen valor compilation. And the preview that you can see on our YouTube channel for that episode is the Stolen Valor compilation. So now he's a part of one, and this set him off. Now, Michael had already, we're getting a super chat. Let's check that super chat, see what they're saying in there. Trey for $5 says, Wildman Chris lost his long arms doing 9/11. That is a great guess. That might actually be right, but we'll see at the end of this show. Anyway, Michael got very mad at me earlier before we did this premium episode, and he blocked me on Facebook. He blocked me on Instagram. Well, after we put out this compilation, he accepted me on Instagram again, and then he started messaging me, and he messaged me a lot, making a lot of different claims. We'll check that super chat in just a second. Let's take a look at some of the videos. Now, Michael has sent me many videos on Instagram telling me how much he hates me. I screenshotted a few of them. These are all those little Snapchat style ones that are supposed to disappear, but I was screen recording all of them. Let's take a look at some of those now.
You piece of fucking shit. I saw that video you posted on your fucking YouTube channel, you fucking cunt. Wow, that's so pathetic of you. Honestly, you're trying to fucking get more views on your channel just because you're trying to like, take the piss out of me. You're a fucking cunt, mate. Don't fucking die. If you do that, I did with you fucking months ago, right? Saying that I loved the video and shit. I was being sarcastic, you fucking dickhead. Couldn't you see I was fucking trolling you dumbass motherfucker? That's how stupid you are. You really believe I liked when you fucking did that shit to me in the first.
So he's talking about the previous interview. He was on the show. We interviewed him on the show, and he said like he liked the show we did about him. He liked it. He told us he has autism, all these different things on the show. Now he's saying I was joking. It was sarcasm. It's pretty clear, by the way, that he's drunk, and there are friends with him egging him on to do this. His friends do not like me at all. They don't like the influence I have.
First video you made of me. Fucking hipster hippie motherfucker. You fucking stupid. Literally. You know, I fucking hate cunts like you. Honestly, I bet you fucking whole family was like fucking cunts like hippie people back in the 60s fucking spitting on fucking soldiers who come back from fucking Vietnam and saying baby killer.
Saying baby killer. So this is his thing, is because I have long hair, I'm a hippie, and all my family must be hippies and spitting on soldiers. Because again, he thinks he is one. He's stealing valor, okay? You're not a soldier, Michael. You've never been a soldier. You'll never be a soldier for many, many, many good reasons. One of those reasons, you've never been to America, so you can't be a part of the U.S. Army, but also because you're mentally retarded. Well, it goes on. Michael actually disagrees that he has autism now. It's very strange. And he has somehow managed to find a crew of guys in Australia to steal valor with him. He has actually formed an autism brigade. Here's a photo of it that he sent me where all the guys are wearing the uniform, and here he is patrolling the streets with them.
Let's go, boys. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, boy.
Yeah.
What? Let's go where? What are you guys doing?
Oh, right, it's a fucking army, bitches. You fuck with me, you fuck with all these motherfuckers here, bitch.
So this is a video he sent me. You fuck with me, you fuck with all these motherfuckers here. He's invented his own army. This guy is really seriously putting this stuff together. It's getting scary, and you might have thought those first videos he sent were kind of joking. He was kind of smiling during them, but that's part of Michael's autism, is he's always partially smiling. I have the same kind of autism, by the way, but he's always smiling even if he's being serious. He can't help himself. We actually brought that up with him during his interview last time. His videos to me, and again, he sent me many more than what I'm going to play for you tonight here. His videos to me became increasingly more insane and violent. I've already posted a few of them in our Facebook group. We call it the Cult, podawful.com/cult. Join our Facebook group. I posted some of them in the Cult. I'm going to post all of them in the Cult for you guys to see. Every single Michael Wright video I got, I'm going to post it in there for you guys to check out. They are nuts. But this is one where he really started threatening my life over this, all because the man is obsessed with 9/11.
Don't fucking know me one bit. That's because you send videos and pictures of
He's
my
waving
Facebook.
a knife
There's
around.
this old saying goes, don't judge a book by its fucking cover, because I've done things I don't even post on fucking Facebook, and you don't know how fucking dangerous I am. I've fucking killed cunts, man.
I fucking killed cunts, man. And he says that, and his eyes just preternaturally start rolling back in his head like some sort of evil supernatural villain. And this is another autism thing where he can't, like when he's trying to be overly serious, he can't connect, they can't look in the eye. So even when he's just looking into a phone, his eyes just start to roll back in his head because he can't look at you because he's lying. He hasn't killed anybody, no matter how much he's waved around a knife. Now, in the video that we made about him, in the premium episode we did about him, he did kill somebody. I could certainly see him one day snapping. He is building an army. But again, we will have all of those videos for you in the Facebook Cult. That's podawful.com/cult. Alex Jones.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
Let's check those guesses for when it comes to who did 9/11. Scott Green for $2.99 says that was made prior to 9/11. It's the blueprint. You're saying the Michael Wright video. I see. Somehow he made a Michael Wright made a map of 9/11 before it happened that somehow included the audio from 9/11 when it happened. You're saying he's a time traveler, Scott. That makes a lot of sense. Casper for 50 DKK. I don't know what that is. I'm going to say that's Danish crowns. Ching Chang Chong was the mastermind. He made you pay. Wow. Maybe it was Ching Chang Chong, one of our other goons. That could have been it. Ian Ross for $2 says these guys are the new juggalos about Michael's autistic army. Very good stuff, guys. Thank you so much. Let's check in with the main chat, too, see what they're saying in there. He's not really taking calls, though. No, I'm not taking calls. No calls tonight because somebody called in and was very weird. So I decided to turn off the phone line. Just didn't seem worth it. It's easy for people with autism to kill because they don't understand what they're doing. That might be true. It would be very difficult for Michael Wright to try to parse through what's right and what's wrong. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Rest in peace. Just wanted to wish him a happy 9/11. Oh, is that was it American Dave who wanted to call in? Well, American Dave, we miss you. A true patriot. Thank you to all the patriots out there watching the 9/11 Crashtacular. American Dave, one of our original patriots. We love that guy. Jake Dizzle in the chat says it's on the website though. I don't know what that's in reference to. Ha ha ha, I've thought the same thing, Mike. I would worry about him more than any other goons, says James. So James is actually afraid of Michael Wright. He's afraid of him more than any other goon. Now, normally I disagree with you. Normally I'd say the most dangerous goon is a different goon. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just go ahead and announce this on a public episode now. Why not? We've got some time. I'd like to officially announce on this amazing PodAWFUL 9/11 CRASHTACULAR 2018, never forgive, never forget, absolutely nothing can melt steel beams. Mark Zuckerberg did 9/11 Alex Jones Trap remix.
Trapaholics mixtapes.
I would like to announce now that one of our goons, who became one of our enemies, has been locked in jail. That's right, we made him pay. I said we'd never talk about him again, but now that he's in jail, who cares? He'll never see this. Robert Robinson, convicted pedophile, has been busted for child pornography. Pizzagate is real. And it's finally being taken down thanks to the concerted efforts of PodAWFUL and the piranhas, the dregs of society. Thank you, guys. We did it. Happy 9/11, one and all. It's a 9/11 from now on is a day of celebration because they didn't put him away on 9/11, but this is the day we're announcing it publicly. Robert Robinson is in jail. They found child porn on his computer. He's no longer a menace to me or society, the children out there. You're right. Of all the goons to worry about now, it might be Michael Wright, but only because the most notorious and evil one, Robert Robinson, is officially behind bars. I hope to God the absolute worst shit happens to him. Last year on the CRASHTACULAR, we were still talking about Robert Robinson at the time, and I actually played a video where he talks about, oh, Jesse is probably going to talk about 9/11 tonight. I don't think it's funny. He's just trying to be an edgelord. I'm never trying to be an edgelord, okay? I'm trying to be educational, but never an edgelord. I don't think it's funny to make fun of the victims of 9/11. That's not what this special is about. I would never do that. I would never make fun of the 6 or 7 people who died in 9/11. That's ridiculous, okay? I think that's disgusting too. That's why we do this show, because I can't believe there are people out there trying to spread misinformation about the truth behind 9/11, trying to muddy the waters with their shitty conspiracy theories. It's disgusting to me that people would do that. Let's check in with those super chats and see what you guys think about who did 9/11. $5 from American Dave. Happy 9/11 from American Dave. Thank you, American Dave. Appreciate it. 2 Canadian from Tiara. Kay blew up the towers when Jesse punched her ribs. You guys really think it was the goons? I'm telling you now. All right, guys, we're in the death throes here. This is your last chance to guess, and I'm going to give you a hint. It is not a goon. A goon had nothing to do with 9/11. No. Again, this one goes all the way to the top. This is somebody who has been a menace to New York City for many years, starting before the first World Trade Center attack. We can probably expect another one to happen here soon. I was very scared to be in that Freedom Tower, by the way, the new World Trade Center. Shooting that video was a terrifying experience. You can see, if you guys are in the $20 or $40 sections, maybe you'll see in the unedited video, several times I mentioned, like, I'm going to be so mad if a plane crashes into this building. For that 13 seconds, I'm going to be so pissed that we went up here. Because usually I don't like to do that sort of thing. There's no way tomorrow on 9/11 you could ever get me to go into downtown Manhattan. No fucking way. Let's see what the guesses are now. For $1.99, Jake Dill says, I commented the Pizzagate video a channel stole. I commented the Pizzagate video a channel stole. I don't know how to parse that sentence, but thank you so much for the super chat. Again, this is your last chance to get in your guesses. It has nothing to do with a goon. We have exclusive information. This is somebody who has been terrorizing New York City for many, many years, decades, since before the 1993 attack on the World Trade Center. I believe there was one with the van attack. Since before then, this person has been attacking. They've been trying to do things to the World Trade Center. They've been trying to attack New York City. This is somebody very, very dastardly and evil. Trey for $2 says Elon Musk. Oh, Trump. No, not Elon Musk. Seems like a cool guy. Not our friend King Donnie T. Pavich for $2 says Rudy Giuliani did 9/11. I could see why you would think that, but no, the man was a hero and he rebuilt New York City with his own bare hands. Had nothing to do with it. Al Gore did 9/11, says Scott Green for $2.99 Australian. By the way, why has nobody sent in $9.11 for a super chat? Seems like an easy one to do. No, it was not Al Gore. Amanda Boyle, guessing too late with $2, says, I know, Rudy Giuliani. Again, no, an American hero. Don't besmirch that man's name. He rebuilt the city with his bare hands, and we thank him. We and the troops thank him for all his hard work. Fran Drescher, Bert Kreischer. There's a lot of guesses in there. Oh, I shouldn't be reading those. Those aren't super chats. No, again, this rabbit hole goes deeper than Pizzagate. It goes deeper than Hillary's emails. This goes, we're talking back to the 80s on this, okay? This man's reign of terror began in the 1980s on New York City. Spokey Dokie for $5 says Scott did 9/11. No, it wasn't Scott from Australia. Although, Scott, since you're in Australia, do you think maybe you could protect me from Michael Wright? I am starting to get scared. I'm a little bit worried about what he might do. No. Has nothing to do with any of these things. You guys are all wrong. You're looking at it the entirely wrong way, okay? Now, last year, we spoke to Truth Cat from Truth Factory. She told us Zuckerberg had something to do with 9/11. He confirmed with us personally on that episode that he did it. He said that he did it because of George Soros, but it turns out we all thought George Soros was the puppet master pulling the strings. No, he's yet another puppet in the system. We know who has been pulling the strings the entire time. We got another super chat. Joe Biden did it for $2 from Trey. Get fucked, Spokey Dokie, says Scott for $2.99 Australian. It was not Joe Biden. No. Although Joe Biden is definitely a part of Pizzagate. That's an easy one. He is absolutely a pedophile, allegedly. No. It's a puppet master, the likes of which have never been seen. In fact, this puppet master, it would be difficult for them to even operate a puppet. It's very odd that they are somehow able to puppet master the way they are. As you guys may know, we are part of the Madcast Media Network. This is run by Maddox, the internet's Maddox. And Maddox and I had a debate about Alex Jones. This is, of course, the Alex Jones Trap remix.
Trapaholics mixtapes. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We had a debate about Alex Jones. And in that debate, I sort of destroyed Maddox. I think I handily won that debate. And one of the ways I did it was by bringing up Maddox's friend, a guy by the name of Dylan Avery. You don't know the name Dylan Avery. Dylan Avery made a movie years and years ago that kind of sprang off this entire 9/11 conspiracy stuff. It was called Loose Change. And he made several versions of it. So after talking to Maddox, after debating Maddox on whether or not Alex Jones should have been removed from the internet by all of the different groups that removed him, I decided to reach out to Dylan Avery, who, by the way, made a version of Loose Change with Alex Jones. This was my big part of the debate with Maddox, is his friend Dylan Avery does all the same stuff that Alex Jones does when it comes to conspiracy and even works with Alex Jones. So should Dylan Avery be kicked off the internet? Maddox said no, because he's a hypocrite. So I contacted Dylan Avery. I said, put me through to Alex Jones. Dylan and I and Alex worked together to uncover this truth. We are releasing together a new version of Loose Change, totally redone from the ground up, a brand new movie. I have the trailer of it for you here tonight. And it will reveal once and for all who was behind 9/11. Unequivocally, we have connected the dots to the point that it cannot be denied. Now we have a few more guesses here. I'm going to play the video for you in 1 moment. Let's see these guesses. ᴑʀᴇ for $2 says correct 9/11 guess. Damn it, he got it. All right, ᴑʀᴇ, you win. That one's all you, buddy. You win that one. Correct 9/11 guess, he says. Trey says for $2, George Costanza. No, wasn't George Costanza. Again, no matter how much you can't stand him, this is a guy who, since the 80s, the mid to late 80s, has been terrorizing New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to present to you the new trailer by the producers of PODAWFUL, InfoWars, and Dylan Avery.
Dedicated to the lives that we lost on September 11th, 2001. What really happened that day? There are many questions left. How was the Technodrome involved? Why has the government not spoken about the problem in New York City with mutant Ninja Turtles? This is Loose Krang.
He must have stopped the Technodrome under the World Trade Center.
All right, Krang. The turtles must be stopped, whatever it takes.
I'm glad to see you finally come to your senses.
Bad news, Master Splinter. Krang is up to something, but he ran off before we could discover what.
All we know is it had something to do with the Twin Towers.
Sooner or later, he will reveal his plan. Like, what do you suppose Shredder's up to this time? Michelangelo, you heard April's message. He's been spotted on the roof of the World Trade Center.
It's for sure he's not there for the view.
Hey! What is it? Hang on! We're gonna crash! Shit! Holy shit!
Spread the truth. Hashtag KrangTruth 9/11. This has been the 9/11 Crashtacular. Never forgive, never forget. Thank you to everybody who sent in your super chats. Couldn't have done it without you. Make sure you hit subscribe. And until next time, join that pizza fund and have an awful day.
Head over to podawful.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at podawful.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. podawful.com/support. And anything else you need,